Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning for the week of January 3rd through 9th in my big catch-all happy planner. So this week's spread is going to be heavily influenced by one that I saw Monica do on Instagram. Her handle is Moni Plan in Style, Moni Plan in Style. I don't even know how she wants it to be pronounced, but I'll leave her details down below as well as a link to my inspiration picture. And this is going to be like an According to Allie mixed with seasonal type. So for the seasonal type, this is the big sized seasonal type. There's not like a classic size or a mini size, but it's fit for a big sized teacher planner. I'm looking at the winter stuff, like this kind of thing. I love the lettering on these. And like the gemstones kind of mixed with the snowflakes. The colors are just beautiful. But what she did was mix these circle stickers with According to Allie's winter florals. I am no longer a rep for According to Allie. My rep term ended at the end of December, but there is a new rep team that you can support if you want to get 15% off of your purchase. So I'm going to combine these florals with like the circle stickers. It's going to be a fairly decorative week for me because I don't have a whole lot going on. And I felt like maybe I'd bring in some pine trees too to kind of like cluster at the bottom of the sidebar. I don't know, like it's a little Christmassy and we're kind of past like Christmas, but I felt like it was also kind of wintry. Like nothing about this like is explicitly Christmas related. Live simply, love generously, learn constantly. Like it's meant for a teacher planner. So it's more so about like teaching than it is about like Christmas, but I felt like it could be fun to do this combo. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. I just have like, again, some work shifts and a haircut. And then my January sticker release is going to be happening on Monday, January 3rd at 11 a.m. Central Time. So I'm going to start with kind of this area of the spread because that's where I have the most stuff going on. With the exception of like the weekend being the work shift area. So it's kind of like spread out to the two ends of the week. But I'm looking at these circles, and I wish I had gotten 2 of these sticker books. And especially 2 of these sticker books when they went on like super sale at Michael's because they're part of the teacher collection. So they like discounted them fairly heavily pretty early on in the season. I'm trying to do like a layered section for my sticker release and then my haircut on the 4th, which I don't even know if the haircut's going to happen, but I'm going to include it just in case, just because travel plans and whatnot. So I'm placing these here, and I'm not going to worry too much about like whiting out lines. Yeah, you can see it a little bit through that white rose, but I think it's kind of, it's like not super noticeable. I'm going to keep telling myself that. I've heard a lot of good comments from all of you about the Uniball Signo pens, and now I feel like I need to go find one. My Michael's was out of stock of them when I went looking, so I'll have to do a little bit more snooping to figure out if I can like get my hands on one of those Uniball Signo white gel pens. Some foliage to kind of surround that. There are some quote stickers in here that I thought were kind of fun on that page with like the gemstones and the snowflakes. Or the next one. Okay. So we've got Teach Love, New Year's Day, Stay Magical, 100th Day of School, You Are So Great, Valentine's Day, So Busy, Christmas, Hanukkah Begins. Like the only one I could really see myself using are the ones I get So Busy, Stay Magical, You Are So Great. Teach Love is a little bit more of like a teacher kind of thing. I do like the Stay Magical, but I don't know if the color palette is going to match exactly with the According to Allie florals. If I bring in some of these ones that have the blueberries on them, maybe that'll help make it match a little bit better. So I could put this one into the cluster. Yeah, that looks good. And then I was thinking like pine trees down at the bottom of the sidebar. I'm not really using my sidebar for much these days because winter break. And winter break is going to be not extended per se. it's not an extended winter break, but our university has decided that we're going to be going online for the first week of classes so that everyone has a chance to test before we get back to campus. And in my mind, the alarm bells are going off. Like, this is oddly reminiscent of spring break of 2020 where, oh yay, we're getting a 2-week spring break. And then we never go back to school. In person, at least. So I am a little concerned, and I'm filming this in advance, so I'm not like, if something like happens, like news-wise about classes being online in between the time that this video goes live and like when I'm actually filming it, I can't foresee the future. So I don't know what's happening with that. I am just filming things in like advance because I have some time on my hands, but okay. I like the one that says you are so great. Nothing like hyping yourself up on sticker release day. So this one could go into the cluster. Like up here would be kind of nice. I'm gonna pull out my white gel pen. Again, it's not one of the Signo ones. It's just a white jelly roll. But it gets the job done, and that's all that matters here. So this one is going to go kind of layered onto the According to Allie stickers, but you can still read it because it's foiled. So trying to get that level on the page. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Switching gears a little bit and moving over to the weekend to take care of some work shifts. So I think I have enough of the circle stickers to get that covered. We've got some snowflakes, and then we have this one with the like gems on it. I'm trying to figure out like the best placement of them though. I like the gems quite a bit, but I don't know, it looks a little awkward to have both of these on there. Oh, and I forgot, they're even like gridded out, so I can't mess around with them too much. I gotta make sure that they're both like facing the same way grid-wise. Oh, I scored on that. Okay. I was worried for a second that I messed that up, but we've got this, and it's gonna go on the 7th and 8th, just kind of like down here. I don't want to stick it down all the way yet because I do want to get some of these florals in behind it. So I'll start with the red one, and then the white rose will also make an appearance in there. I have 2 copies of both of these sticker sheets. I got them on like a Black Friday sale from According to Allie. Well, one of them I got for Black Friday, and then the other one I got from my time as a rep. But I just love the design so much that I was like, I need more of these. So we're just gonna start layering again with the blueberries to keep adding in those blue tones that are making appearances in like that circle sticker, and then like the quotes and whatnot. So a pine cone up here, and I could put more trees on the spread and even layer them into these like circle clusters. So for example, like that. I don't hate it. I do want to get another quote in there so that I just don't have one that says you are great floating around and nothing else. Let's see what we got. Probably stay magical. I feel like sizing wise that'll look best over here, and I'm like thinking right over here. Just a little bit more white gel pen on that line though. So this one is gonna layer into this just slightly. It's a lot of different things going on at once, but it's kind of fun. I'll put this leaf over here to give some greenery to that cluster. I do love the way that her clear stickers just like layer so well. And her artwork is just so beautiful. I love Allie's designs. I've got a pine cone, and I don't think there's any pine cones in this cluster quite yet. although it's a fairly sizable cluster already. Can do that. The Stay Magical feels kind of like an add-on to this, so I'm going to peel it up slightly so that I can put some of those leaves underneath it. And by leaves, I mean pine needles, because that's what I have left on this sticker sheet. I mean, sure, I could grab some leaves off the other one, but I want to finish this one up first. Okay, so we've got pine needles that are just gonna go underneath. Trying to figure out the best placement on this. Like, that's fine. I feel like a sticker surgeon. And then I'm gonna layer Stay Magical back on top of that. And I feel like that helps connect it. Just to make it like touch something more than like the fragment of that circle that it's kind of making contact with. I also saw a quote that I liked. So this one, the Live Simply, Love Generously one, could be fun. Or actually, Never Stop Dreaming would be adorable to have like kind of up in the sky, because I've started setting a ground with these pine trees. So like having the moon floating above stuff would be kind of fun. I'm going to surround it by more like foliage, but I want it to kind of like float up here on Saturday, Sunday. So going back to this sticker sheet, round 2, we'll start with some white roses. I don't want to make it look too heavy, so I'm not going to like cluster a whole lot around it, but I do want it to get like all the different colors that I'm really playing around with in there. So the white rose, this red flower, and then I'll probably put those leaves on the other side once I get it on the page. So Never Stop Dreaming is going up here on Sunday. And I'll give it a little greenery now. I'm thinking just like over here. And then just trimming that with the edge of the page. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know if it needs more greenery or not. I could play around with like introducing this other leaf in there. And if it doesn't need to be there, it doesn't need to be there, but can test that out. Yeah, I kind of like having the greenery on like both sides of it. I don't know if I need any more of these right now, but maybe another pine tree in this cluster would be nice. So I'll take this tall, skinny one and just kind of layer it with the other one. And I think that creates like a nice ground in the spread. So that's looking good for me. These ones are just gonna go off to the side because I don't think I need any more of those right now. I'm debating if I want like checklists in here. Like, it might be helpful if I'm doing like stuff for my sticker release to have like some checklists floating around. I don't know if there's any in the seasonal type book because it's meant for a teacher planner, but there are like ones that are meant to fit a box. I don't think that's going to work out for what I want. I'm probably just going to find some gold foiled checklists elsewhere. I could also use like these. Oh, this joyful is beautiful, but I'm going to save that and maybe do my January currently page with it. I haven't filmed that video yet, so if it's live already and it's not that, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of still figuring out like the layout, all the different layouts for the month. But okay. So holding on to this for now, finding some gold foiled checklists to kind of pair in here. I mean, I could also use these ones out of the Marabou Designs book to kind of like tie in some more of the colors. I am looking at this Stay Magical one and I don't think that's working for me. I love the little gemstones, but if they're not anywhere else in the spread, I don't know if I should have them there. So I'm going to peel this up and save it for another occasion if I can get it off of the page nicely. And I know I have a circle right below it that has some gemstones on it, and I'm going to try to find a way to cover those up as well, just to try to keep this like to one theme and try, instead of like trying to put like 3 different themes in the spread. So Stay Magical is going back in the sticker book, and I'm determined to salvage it because I love this sticker so much. And I'm gonna do something that actually has like the gemstones in it. Just watch me. So this one's just gonna go here. I'm also on winter break right now, so maybe winter break would be a good addition to this cluster. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. So winter break is gonna go over here. I'm not bothering with whiting out more lines this time. Okay, that looks much cuter. And then for my third quote, I'll do so busy, because even though we're on break, I'm always busy. And, you know, like the sticker release is going to be busy, so I could put it over here kind of like on Monday. Yeah, that looks good. We've got some large clusters going on. To think about checklists, I was thinking the Marabou Designs book, there are some colors that would match, although there's quite a few bullet points on any of these lists. I was thinking maybe the red, to kind of bring out the red in those flowers. Is it getting too like red and green Christmassy? If I do like red checklists? Yeah, maybe I'll just do just the gold ones to keep it nice and simple. So I have this sheet of them that's kind of like where checklists go to die. I am going to try to make use of these because they're just kind of on this random page in the Make Your Own sticker book, and I'm never going to use them otherwise because I'm never like seeking out like gold checklists on this individual page. So I'm going to do one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, and then I do want one on the weekend, somewhere on the weekend. Just trying to make this straight. We'll do another one on, oh, used up all our days on the weekend, huh? I don't know if I don't want to overlap that like flower because it's going to be not writable if I do that, but I could trim it and just do it on Sunday. So we'll start with just like 3 bullet points, and if I need to cut another one off, I can. Oh yeah, that'll do. So we've got 3 bullet points on Sunday, and so that one's not alone. I'll probably do something similar on one of the other days this week. So taking another one of the gold foiled lists. Monday would be helpful because of the sticker release, so trimming this one down to size. And it only makes sense that it goes right underneath So Busy. So that one's going there. I think that's fun as checklists can be. So maybe one more on Friday? I'll try it out. Like, I'm always gonna need functional space in my planner. So having like designated checklists does kind of like help dictate where those things are gonna go. Yeah, that's not bad. I also want to do the thing with like the gold foiled headers on the ones that have like some buffer space above them. I'm not sure if me saying that made like entire sense, but what I mean is just giving them little labels, and then I'll take some of the According to Allie stickers that are just her hand lettering and label them all like today or to do or whatnot. These ones, they don't need to be labeled, but just because I'm planning in a big size planner and the checklists are fit for a classic planner, there is a little bit of buffer space that I like to kind of fill up just to make it feel a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to me. So I have my According to Allie more functional stickers in this book, and let's see what our options are. We don't need like YouTube filming stuff, no school, canceled, important or remember. That could work out potentially. So I'm gonna leave my hand here. To do today, yeah, we'll just go with today. That's like a classic. So taking this sheet of them and using up some more of my today stickers. I really do like labeling my to-do lists just today rather than to do, because not everything I put on them is an object or like a task. Sometimes it's just like little reminders, or like if I have like a payday and I don't have any other room to like write payday on, I'll just add it to the list. So it's not like something that needs to get done, it's just a today list. I don't know if anyone else makes like today lists versus to-do lists, but that's kind of like my explanation of why I label them today most of the time. Making some progress on this sticker sheet. I do have a backup of this one, but I'm like thinking maybe I need another backup. We will have to see. And then what else did I want to do? Get rid of those gemstones was another thing I wanted to do. I just don't know how to do it. This might be a crazy idea, but what if I move this taller pine tree to kind of intersect them? It is a fragile sticker because all the branches are cut individually, so it's gonna be a struggle to get it up off of the page. And if I do this and it doesn't work out, I'm gonna be kind of sad. So hopefully everything goes according to plan with peeling up this pine tree. I will probably white out the gemstones before placing this on top of them, just to minimize any like little straggler areas, because again, these are individually cut around the branches, so you can kind of see like through them. I am gonna do this. Like, this is one of those times where I'm like, maybe I should have a bottle of Undo. I know everyone raves about it, and okay, so the reason that I don't use Undo is because when I was in college, I worked at a college bookstore for like 3 years. Loved my job there. Anyway, we used to use Undo to clean up all of the extra labels that textbook publishers put on the books. So when you order used books, you order them from a distributor, like used textbooks, and they come in a box with like a bunch of different titles in them, and they're just plastered in stickers that say used, or like advertisements for like Chegg, where you're like, get homework help online, which, if you didn't know, professors do not like it when you use like those cheating websites. They market it as like a homework help website, but it is really just cheating. So they're plastered in all of these stickers. So one of my jobs was to take the Undo and just clean up the books, put like one used book sticker on them, because they oftentimes came with like 20 different used book stickers on them, and you couldn't even like see the title of the book because there were so many stickers on them. So in my mind, Undo is just associated with cleaning up college textbooks. So I don't know, I have not really brought it into my planner, but maybe this should be the year I do that. So I made the sticker work, and it did a nice job of covering up those little gemstones. You've got one more tree in here. That makes me happy. And I feel like that looks a lot more clean. So we're gonna leave it like that without the gemstones. There's some snowflakes on this one, so maybe what we need is snowflakes. I've got this whole page of them, and I could just put a few throughout. I do want to save some for like when I use this book to make the spread with all the gemstones in it. Okay, so I'm gonna like kind of put this one off the edge of the page over here to bring some more blue up to this area. I was like thinking maybe it would go here, but this one already has snowflakes on it, so it felt like a lot. I'll save the scraps because there's not like a good way to kind of cluster things that have really harsh lines. This one can go like over here maybe? Yeah. Take a smaller one to just go in that area. Maybe I do need some more florals to finish off that cluster. I can't tell. I'm gonna layer this one onto the rose to kind of bring the two like different worlds together, if you will. And then this cluster still doesn't have snowflakes in it, so it will need at least one. Maybe just up here by winter break. And one of these for down here by the trees. Although it looks kind of like it's floating in space. Granted, that's what snowflakes do, but it just feels a little weird hanging out in this area. So this one's coming up, and part of the page is coming with it, I guess. Maybe I just stick it right up here. Okay, I like that. I gotta figure out what's going on with this area. These red berries are cute, and they do make an appearance right there, but I don't think that's what I need. I think I need, like, maybe more pine needles? Maybe that's my solution, is more pine needles. And it makes sense, we got some pine trees. So, put this one in here. Oh yeah, that is what we needed. Okay, so, we're gonna leave it at that. I am getting a good look at it, and I think it is ready to go back on the discs. So I'm going to put this one back on the discs and just like try to figure out if it needs anything else. So I'm looking at this on the discs, and I feel like what it's missing is some of that darker navy blue down here by this tree section. So going back to this page, and I'm going to take this larger snowflake sticker and just put it on the ground over here. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to have it over on the ground, but I feel like it'll help bring that color down to the bottom of the spread, and that's kind of what I needed. Do I want the rest of it kind of layered in here? Yeah, so that's going to go over here. And I actually kind of like it. It looks less like a snowflake and more like radiating lines when I have it down there, so I think that was a good move on my part. And I'm going to call it good on this one. It's not exactly like Christmassy. It is a little Christmassy, and I will fully acknowledge the fact that it is kind of Christmassy. I just, one last hurrah with the kind of Christmassy winter stickers. So it's going to be more like regular winter after this, but I loved the spread that Monica made, and I was just like so inspired that I knew I had to like get these stickers out and make something similar to it. I even thought about like making an academic spread for like the week of like Christmas break, or like the first week of Christmas break, so that I could get the stickers used and have them be like during Christmas. But I decided, you know, if I'm going to use the stickers, I want to put them to good use and like actually put them somewhere where I'm going to write on them, versus making an academic spread for a week where I know I don't have any like schoolwork going on or like readings that need to be done. I was working on projects at that point, but I think this looks good. I am very excited about it, and I'm thinking maybe I need one more snowflake down here. I know, Caitlin, I can't stop. But it needs one more snowflake. Just because this cluster only has one snowflake in it, if we're not counting the ones that are in that box already. Much better. And with that final snowflake, I'm going to call the spread done. So there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning.